You don't get paid for time. You get paid for value. And the sooner you stop lying to yourself about that, the sooner your life changes. Time passes for everyone. The clock doesn't care who you are. Rich or poor, motivated or lost, disciplined or distracted. Everyone gets the same 24 hours. So if time were the answer, everyone would win. But they don't, because time is neutral. Value is not. The lie you've been telling yourself is this: if I just keep showing up, something will change. No, showing up is the minimum. The world does not reward attendance. It rewards contribution. You can work all day and still stay broke. You can stay busy and still stay stuck. You can exhaust yourself and still be replaceable. Because effort without value is invisible. Let that sink in. Income doesn't follow time. It doesn't follow effort. It doesn't follow need. Income follows who you've become. That's the truth most people avoid, because it puts the responsibility back where it belongs, on them. You don't earn more because you waited longer. You earn more because you grew. If time alone created results, everyone who's been struggling for 10 years would be rich by now. But they're not. Why? Because they kept repeating the same version of themselves. Same habits, same skills, same thinking, same excuses. And they expected a different outcome. That's not patience. That's self-deception. The world doesn't care how badly you want it. It cares how useful you are. The marketplace doesn't respond to emotion. It responds to value. You can need more money. You can want a better life. You can pray for opportunity. But none of that moves the needle. The marketplace has one question: what do you bring to the table? Not how tired you are. Not how stressed you feel. Not how unfair things seem. Value first. Reward second. That's the equation. It has never changed. And here, where most people fail, they confuse effort with progress. They say, I'm working hard. But hard at what? Hard on what level? If you're producing the same output year after year, your income will stay the same no matter how exhausted you are. Because exhaustion is not a qualification. Value is. You don't get apples because you want them. You get apples because you planted, watered, protected, and cultivated the tree. Some people plant nothing and wonder why nothing grows. Others plant a little and get a little. A few plant deliberately, consistently, intelligently, and their fields overflow. Life responds the same way. So stop measuring your worth in hours. Start measuring it in usefulness. Ask yourself this question and don't lie when you answer it. What am I doing to increase my value? Not tomorrow. Not next year. Today. Because if you're not growing, you're not qualifying for more. And here's another hard truth. The marketplace is fair, but it is not sentimental. It does not pay for loyalty. It does not pay for effort. It does not pay for good intentions. It pays for results. You can be the hardest worker in the room and still be the lowest paid if your work doesn't solve problems. You can be busy and still be irrelevant. The world doesn't reward motion. It rewards impact. That's why two people can sit at the same desk in the same company for the same number of years, and one earns double. Not because of luck. Not because of favoritism. Because one became more valuable. They learned more. They sharpened skills. They improved their attitude. They solved bigger problems. and the marketplace noticed. Here's the part that changes everything. If you want more, you must become more. Not wish more. Not complain more. Not wait more. Become more. Because success is not something you chase. It's something you attract by who you are. Before your income can grow, your mind must grow. Before your circumstances change, your habits must change. Before the outside improves, the inside must evolve. The world doesn't pay for potential. It pays for performance. And performance starts internally. Your attitude matters more than you think. A bad attitude can cancel great skill. A strong attitude can multiply average skill. Your philosophy matters. How you interpret failure. How you respond to pressure. How you make decisions when nobody's watching. And your skills matter deeply. Not scattered skills. Refined skills. You don't need to be great at everything. You need to be exceptional at something valuable. That's how people become hard to replace. And when you stack skills, communication, discipline, leadership, problem solving, you stop competing. You separate. Discipline is the glue. Without discipline, talent is a liability. With discipline, average becomes dangerous. Discipline means you do what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. That's why disciplined people rise quietly, while emotional people stay loud and stuck. And let's be clear, value is proven through contribution. The bigger the problems you solve, the more you're rewarded. The more people you help, the more opportunities follow you. The world doesn't pay for problems. It pays for solutions. So if you want to earn more, ask a better question. How can I solve bigger problems? Not someday. Now. Excellence matters too. Average effort never earns exceptional reward. Talent opens doors. Excellence keeps them open. Excellence is attention. It's preparation. It's caring enough to go one step further when others stop. And then there's character. Skill gets you noticed. Character keeps you invited. Trust, integrity, reliability. These are invisible assets, but they travel faster than your resume. People watch how you act when it costs you something. They remember who they can count on. Reputation compounds. And finally, here's the principle that ties everything together. Stop living like a liability. Start living like an asset. An asset increases the value of everything it touches. A skilled person raises the standard. A disciplined person stabilizes chaos. A trustworthy person multiplies opportunity. When you become an asset, you stop chasing success. Success starts chasing you. Not because you asked, because you earned it. So stop lying to yourself. Stop confusing effort with progress. Stop waiting for the world to notice your struggle. Become valuable. Because when you do, everything changes. There is a lie you repeat every single day. Not out loud, not to others, but silently inside your own mind. And that lie is the reason your life looks the way it does. You tell yourself you are trying. You tell yourself you are waiting for the right time. You tell yourself you are not ready yet. You tell yourself circumstances are against you. You tell yourself you will change tomorrow. But here is the truth most people are too weak to face. You are not failing because life is unfair. You are failing because you are lying to yourself. And the most dangerous lies are the ones that feel comfortable. Let me say this clearly and let it cut if it needs to cut. If you are truly serious, If you were truly hungry, if you were truly committed, your results would already show it. Results do not lie. Effort can lie. Intentions can lie. Motivation can lie. But results never do. Look at your bank account. Look at your discipline. Look at your habits. Look at how you spend your time when no one is watching. That is who you really are. Not your dreams. Not your words. Not your potential. Your actions. Most people hate hearing this because it removes their favorite weapon, excuses. You see, excuses are emotional painkillers. They numb the truth so you don't have to change. I didn't have support. I didn't have money. I didn't have connections. I didn't grow up privileged. I'm still learning. Listen carefully. Millions had less than you. Millions were more afraid than you. Millions were more broken than you. And they still moved. The difference is not intelligence. It is not talent. It is not luck. It is honesty. Honest people win because they stop protecting their ego. You say you want success, but you avoid discomfort. You say you want discipline, but you love comfort. You say you want freedom, but you fear responsibility. That contradiction is killing your future. You cannot live like a victim and expect the rewards of a leader. Let me ask you something brutal. When was the last time you did something hard without posting it, without telling anyone, without expecting praise? When was the last time you chose discipline over dopamine? If the answer makes you uncomfortable, good. That discomfort is reality breaking through the lie. Here is another truth most people never accept. You are exactly where your habits placed you. Not God, not destiny, not society. Your habits. Every late start, every wasted hour, every shortcut, every excuse you justified. They compound. And now you feel stuck, not because you are unlucky, but because you avoided the pain required to grow. Most people want motivation that feels good. They want inspiration that flatters them. They want speeches that make them feel special without demanding change. This is not that message. This is dangerous motivation because it removes your hiding place. You are not behind because you are incapable. You are behind because you delayed becoming who you need to be. And here is where it gets uncomfortable. Deep down, you know this. You feel it at night when distractions fade. You feel it when you compare yourself to who you could have been. You feel it when you see someone winning and tell yourself, that could be me. That feeling is not jealousy. It is self-recognition. Your soul recognizes the version of you that you are avoiding. And avoidance has a cost. Every year you delay discipline, life raises the price. Every excuse compounds interest. Every comfort today steals power from tomorrow. You don't lose motivation. You lose honesty. You start negotiating with your standards. You lower expectations to avoid accountability. You redefine success so you don't have to earn it. That is the lie. And lies feel safe until they destroy your future. Let me tell you something that will separate you from the weak. You do not need more motivation. You need fewer excuses. Motivation comes after movement, not before. Clarity comes after action, not before. Confidence comes after discipline, not before. Waiting to feel ready is a trap. You act first. You suffer first. You discipline yourself first. Then momentum appears. The strongest people are not fearless. They are honest enough to act while afraid. If you are still waiting for perfect conditions, you are choosing comfort over growth. And comfort is the slowest form of self-destruction. Right now, life is watching how you respond to this moment. Will you close this and forget it? Or will you let it expose the lie you've been protecting? Because once you see the lie, you cannot unsee it. And the moment you stop lying to yourself, everything changes. This is not encouragement. This is a warning. The longer you delay becoming disciplined, the harsher life becomes as your teacher. You can either suffer now by choice, or suffer later by force. And the pain later is always worse. This is where the transformation begins, not with motivation, but with truth. There is a sentence that destroys more potential than fear, failure, or poverty combined. It sounds harmless. It sounds intelligent. It sounds mature. I'm not ready yet. That sentence has buried more dreams than bad luck ever could. Let me tell you something uncomfortable. You are not waiting to be ready. You are waiting to feel safe. And safety is the enemy of growth. No man in history became ready before action. Readiness is forged in pressure, not comfort. You think discipline appears one day like confidence. You think clarity arrives before commitment. You think strength shows up before struggle. That is backwards. Strength is built inside the struggle. Clarity is revealed during action. Confidence is born after repeated failure. Every powerful person you admire started before they felt ready. The difference between them and you is not courage. It is responsibility. Responsibility is heavy. Responsibility removes excuses. Responsibility forces action even when you don't feel like it. That is why most people avoid it. They hide behind preparation. They hide behind research. They hide behind planning. They hide behind one more video, one more course, one more month. Preparation becomes procrastination when it replaces execution. Here is the brutal truth. If you were serious, you would already be doing the work, badly, imperfectly, painfully. You are not stuck because you lack knowledge. You are stuck because knowledge feels safer than accountability. Knowledge does not demand courage. Action does. Action exposes you. Action reveals weakness. Action invites judgment. Action removes excuses. That is why the ego resists it. Let me ask you something you don't want to answer. If someone watched your daily routine silently, would they say you are building a future or avoiding discomfort? You don't need more time. You don't need more information. You don't need more confidence. You need a higher tolerance for discomfort. Most people fail because they expect growth to feel good. It doesn't. Growth feels like pressure. Growth feels like confusion. Growth feels like embarrassment. Growth feels like doing the wrong thing until you learn the right one. You want proof. Look at the gym. Look at business. Look at discipline. Look at leadership. Nothing grows without resistance. And here is the lie that traps people forever. They believe fear is a stop sign. Fear is not a stop sign. Fear is a checkpoint. It asks one question: are you serious or are you pretending? Most people answer by retreating. The moment responsibility knocks, they disappear. They blame timing. They blame energy. They blame circumstances. They blame motivation. But deep down, the truth is simple. They don't trust themselves to endure pain. So they stay small. You say you want success, but you negotiate with discomfort. You say you want freedom, but you avoid discipline. You say you want respect, but you avoid responsibility. You cannot have the reward without carrying the weight. Life does not give power to people who avoid burden. It gives power to those who say, "I will carry it anyway." Read this carefully. Responsibility is not punishment. It is permission. The moment you accept responsibility, life gives you control. The moment you reject responsibility, life controls you. That is why victims stay stuck. They wait for motivation. They wait for support. They wait for approval. They wait for rescue. Leaders move without guarantees. They move tired. They move afraid. They move uncertain. But they move. And movement creates momentum. Momentum silences doubt. Momentum builds belief. Momentum creates identity. You don't become disciplined by thinking about discipline. You become disciplined by acting when you don't want to. Here is something you need to hear clearly. No one is coming to save you. Not motivation, not inspiration, not luck, not timing. You either accept responsibility for your life or you stay exactly where you are. And staying still is not neutral. Staying still is falling behind. The world rewards speed, consistency, and execution, not intention. You are not behind because you started late. You are behind because you keep stopping. Every restart drains energy. Every delay weakens self-trust. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a non-negotiable standard. A standard that says, I act even when it's uncomfortable. I show up even when I doubt myself. I do the work even when no one is watching. That standard changes everything. Because once you prove to yourself that you can endure discomfort, fear loses its power. Responsibility is not heavy forever. At first, it feels crushing. Then it feels normal. Then it feels empowering. Then it feels like freedom. The people you admire didn't become strong by avoiding pressure. They became strong because they accepted it early. If this message makes you uncomfortable, good. That means the lie is breaking. There is an enemy more dangerous than fear, more destructive than laziness, more silent than doubt. That enemy is self-deception. Self-deception is not when you lie to others. It is when you convince yourself that what you are doing is enough. And that lie destroys progress without making a sound. You don't fail because you don't work. You fail because you work just enough to protect your self-image. You do something small. You post something minor. You watch something educational. You make a plan. And then you tell yourself, at least I did something. That sentence is poison. Because something is not commitment. Something is not discipline. Something is not transformation. Something is how people stay average forever. Let me say this without comfort. If your effort does not make you uncomfortable, it is not changing you. Growth demands friction. Progress demands sacrifice. Results demand standards. But self-deception lowers standards quietly. It whispers, you deserve rest. You worked hard enough. You'll push tomorrow. You're already ahead of most people. That last one is especially dangerous. Most people are not your competition. Your potential is. Comparing yourself to average is how you stay average. You don't measure growth by how little others do. You measure it by how much your future requires. And here is the truth you avoid. You know when you're lying to yourself. You feel it in your chest. You feel it when you skip the hard task. You feel it when you choose comfort over discipline. You feel it when you justify quitting early. That feeling is your integrity warning you. Ignore it long enough and it goes quiet. That's when people get stuck permanently. Self-deception creates fake confidence. Fake confidence creates stagnation. Stagnation creates resentment. You start blaming the world. You start blaming people. You start blaming systems. But the real issue is internal honesty. Look at your daily behavior. Do you attack the hardest task first or avoid it? Do you train when tired or only when motivated? Do you execute in silence or only when seen? These answers reveal everything. Winners do not feel superior. They behave superior. They don't need motivation. They need standards. They don't ask, did I do something today? They ask, did I do what matters? Most people never ask that question. They live busy but not effective. Occupied but not advancing. Active but not improving. Self-deception thrives in busyness. It hides behind movement without progress. Let me expose another lie. You think intensity means burnout. It doesn't. Lack of purpose causes burnout. Lack of direction causes burnout. Lack of standards causes burnout. High performers don't burn out because they know why they suffer. Low performers burn out because their pain has no meaning. You avoid intensity because you fear failure. But avoiding intensity guarantees it. You don't rise by managing energy. You rise by training capacity. Capacity is built through pressure, and pressure exposes truth. That's why people avoid it. Pressure reveals who you really are. Under pressure, excuses die. Under pressure, discipline speaks. Under pressure, identity is revealed. If you only perform when conditions are perfect, you are not disciplined. You are conditional, and conditional effort produces conditional results. Life does not reward conditional people. It rewards consistent ones. You say you want respect. Respect is not given to talkers. It is given to those who do what others avoid. When you lie to yourself, you delay your own authority. Authority comes from self-trust. Self-trust is built when your actions match your standards. Every time you quit early, self-trust weakens. Every time you delay action, self-trust erodes. Every time you choose comfort, self-trust breaks. And without self-trust, confidence is fake. Here is the rule that changes everything. Never let your words rise above your habits. Speak less. Execute more. Stop announcing goals. Start producing evidence. You don't need to feel inspired. You need to feel accountable. Accountability kills self-deception. That's why people avoid it. Because accountability removes the lie. If you want to stop failing, stop negotiating with yourself. Set standards you cannot talk your way out of. Wake up at the same time. Train even when tired. Work even when bored. Finish what you start. Discipline is not extreme. Excuses are. Most people don't need motivation. They need honesty so brutal it forces change. And here it is. You are capable of far more than you are allowing yourself to become. But capability without discipline is wasted potential. There is a moment in every man's life that never announces itself. No warning, no countdown, no dramatic music, just a quiet crossroads. One path leads back to comfort, familiar excuses, familiar habits, familiar disappointment. The other path leads forward into discipline, isolation, discomfort, and power. Most people never realize when they stand at this moment. They scroll past it. They delay it. They numb it. But you are here now. And this is the final truth you must accept. You do not rise by feeling motivated. You rise by becoming someone who moves without motivation. Motivation fades. Emotion fluctuates. Energy disappears. Identity remains. The strongest people on earth are not driven by feelings. They are driven by standards. They do not ask, "Do I feel like it?" They ask, "Who am I?" And then they act accordingly. This is where everything changes. Because once you decide who you are, your actions stop being a debate. You stop negotiating with comfort. You stop explaining yourself. You stop waiting for permission. You move quietly, relentlessly, consistently. Let the world misunderstand you. Let people doubt you. Let silence replace applause. Because discipline grows best in silence. The person you are becoming does not announce progress. They embody it. They wake up when others sleep. They train when others rest. They work when others complain. They finish when others quit. Not because they are special, but because they decided to be different. This is the secret most people never learn. Your future does not respond to hope. It responds to execution. Every day you hesitate, life moves on without you. Every excuse you protect, potential dies quietly. Every comfort you choose now, strength you will need later disappears. But here is the power you still have. Right now, you can decide. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when things feel easier. Now, decide that your standards are no longer negotiable. Decide that quitting is no longer an option. Decide that discipline is your new identity. Because once discipline becomes identity, failure becomes impossible. You may stumble. You may fall. You may bleed. But you will not stop. And the man who does not stop eventually wins every single time. Understand this clearly. You were not meant to live a small life. You were not meant to repeat the patterns around you. You were not meant to die with potential still inside you. The discomfort you feel is not a warning. It is an invitation. An invitation to shed the old version of yourself. An invitation to step into pressure. An invitation to become dangerous, not to others, but to your limitations. The world does not need another motivated person. It needs disciplined ones. It needs people who move when it's hard. People who show up when no one is watching. People who act when there is no guarantee. That is how legends are built. Not overnight, not loudly, but relentlessly. Years from now, people will ask how you changed. They will assume it was luck. They will assume it was talent. They will assume it was timing. They will never see the mornings you forced yourself up. The nights you stayed disciplined. The moments you chose pain over pleasure. But you will know. And that is enough. This is your final reminder. You are not waiting for motivation. Motivation is waiting for you to move. Stand up, decide, execute, and never ever lie to yourself again.